It's almost too perfect that one of the biggest rivalries to unfold on Squid Game, the challenge was between player 278, a.k.a. Ashley Tolbert, and player 287, a.k.a. Mai Whelan. That kind of symmetry just can't be scripted. Their issues began when Ashley heard Mai talking badly about player 182/TJ Stukes, but then noticed Mai acting like she loved TJ after he chose to save her during a challenge. Then, when Ashley didn't overtake player 301/Trey Plutnicki during Glass Bridge, Mai tried to target her for elimination during the dice rolling challenge immediately after. Mai got heat from the other players for her actions, whereas Ashley was mostly defended during the game. But now, Ashley's been getting hate from viewers blaming her for Trey's elimination, since she didn't step up during Glass Bridge. Ultimately, Ashley's game ended right before the finale, as she was one of the last players to be eliminated during episode 9's Circle of Trust. Below, Ashley talks with EW about her rivalry with Mai, being seen as the villain, and what led to her elimination. What did you think of how Mai targeted you in the dice rolling game for what you did during Glass Bridge? I love Mai, but I thought it was a joke. She was like, "You're not a team player." And then the number one guy TJ was volunteering for everything left and right. Being the biggest team player of them all, she was like, "I can't stand him. I think he's fake. I think he's phony." And she's the first person he chooses. I understand her perspective on why she nominated me for the dice game or whatever, but it's crazy because it's hypocritical. Everybody's on me about, she agreed and then didn't do it, even though I never agreed to the Glass Bridge plan. But Mai could say the same thing in the dice game. She didn't agree, but she didn't say yes either when everybody was like, "We're gonna self-nominate." And that's the same thing that I did. But the viewers aren't upset with Mai. Why am I the villain? But I'm essentially playing the game the same way that other people have been playing the game. Did you notice the other players being upset with you for Glass Bridge? Or were they more upset with Mai for the dice rolling game? They were upset with Mai for what happened in dice rolling. People recognized, "OS, you're right." Ashley's ass did not agree with us because she was out by the FNG bathroom crying and bitching about her low number when we were coming up with this plan for an hour and a half. She never agreed with it, and damn near didn't even talk to us before we got on the bridge. I think everybody recognized that. Then when we get into this small circle for the dice game, it's easy to recognize when somebody's going back on their word. In that moment, we all were talking about integrity. They love to throw that word around. We all voted for Mai to be the little captain, and then she immediately nominated me for elimination. Her biggest ally, Chad, was very disappointed in that. That's messed up. It was just unexpected. When Mai later apologized to you, how did that conversation go? We see her tell you that she didn't see you take a risk in regards to making Trey jump twice, but you say you did. We did talk, and in that moment, I didn't understand her perspective because she was like, "You didn't take your jump." I'm arguing with her, like this lady is crazy. What is she talking about? Of course I took my jump. But now I'm discovering I didn't take the jump that others thought that I should take. I took my jump, my one and only jump that I was required to take. That is the jump that I was referring to when me and Mai were going back and forth. That's what I thought she was talking about. I didn't think she was talking about taking a jump on behalf of somebody else. Hell no, I'm not sacrificing myself for anybody. I'm trying to win for me. In Circle of Trust, why did you target Phil when, in the round before, he already mentioned that he was considering you the first time he was targeted? Because I thought I could trick Phil. I was upset when it was my turn because several rounds had passed, and there was only 5 of us left. We're down to the nitty-gritty, and my options are Sam, who's my homie, Phil, who I was also pretty friendly with, Mai, who everybody's expecting me to put the box on her desk, and then Hallie. Me and Hallie, we hadn't really mingled with each other or had a conversation. Nothing. My first mind was to put the box on her desk. But I was like, no, she's going to immediately guess me because she's been hanging out with everybody else in the room. Because Rose had just put the box on Phil's desk, I thought maybe I could trip Phil up. However, when I sat down at my desk, my heart was just beating like a mile a minute. It's on your conscience that you just did some sneaky yes. I could not keep a poker face. My whole entire face told on me. I couldn't keep eye contact with Phil, and he immediately knew.